Marjorie's created a lovely island where she's taken some things from Linda Kelly and she's made her own artifacts and created sculptures of her own. Here you can see some of the other buildings that have been created by Marjorie, and any of these buildings could have meetings, events, and activities. And she's brought over materials and made her own so that there could be fun and activities, and some ice cream. She's also brought in some fun areas that students and participants could enjoy. Visiting Irene's Island, she's setting up things for learners of English as a second language, and so she's designed an initial place where people can come and just learn the basics of how to navigate within a virtual space. Irene will be repurposing this auditorium that she got to bring in speakers and presenters. And she's planning this mountaintop sanctuary area so that she can meet with her students as they're learning the English language. And she'll be designing in some fun recreation areas too, so that there can be casual events as well. Al's taking a functional approach because he actually is a videographer, and he's setting up a studio so that people can learn the art of video. And he's got a building that he's using, in which he has cameras, and he's got an auditorium, and people will be coming here to learn more about lighting and camera work. Al is, though, designing an entire island. I'll give you a little perspective here, because he wants to have a number of events that he can bring people over for and teach them different aspects of lighting and design within a virtual space, and that might help us too. He's planning for a gift shop, and he's got some interesting landscaping features. Maya's planning an activity where she'll be working with middle school students. So first of all, she decided to create a more comfortable looking auditorium. And around the sides, she's bringing in instructions on science and some of the topics that she wants them to learn. She's decided to put some of the biology along the side. She's also working on creating some very interesting sculptures that will allow students to actually study materials directly. And in the background you heard a little bit of a YouTube that she was bringing in. So she's looking at biology projects at this point. Maya also is kind of showing you how you can bring a video within something like virtual reality, and she's using this to explain some of the materials in advance of her making them all on her own. And Scott's preparing a real healthcare application. So what he did was brought in some of the materials into his virtual space using a website, which is one of the things you can bring in. So you can design your islands in any sort of way you want, and what you actually have people do there is what becomes meaningful.